All right, let's get this going, everybody. Welcome to the Crypto Empire live stream weekly edition. Hope you guys are all enjoying your weekend, whether it be morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you are in the world. My name is Connor from Crypto Empire. Pleasure to have you here. This live stream is going to be an exciting one. We're going to be doing a lot of charting, looking for opportunities in the markets on the charts. Lots of technical analysis. You're going to be learning some of my skills, how I do my technical analysis to scan for opportunities. We're also going to be covering some very important news that you need to be knowing about, as well as some updates from the Crypto Empire channel and community. So let's get this live going. Let's get some more people in here. Only got 6 viewers. We're going to wait for some more people to get in. We got Crypto Pump Calendar. What's going on? We got Xana Ray. Hello, Xana Ray. How you doing today? Let's get some hype in the chat. We got Dre in the building. Dre, what's going on, brother? We got Rez XDRXP, welcome. And we got Brandon Banks, aka the legend, Coin McDog. Welcome to the live stream. Let's get it going. All right. So without further ado, we're going to start off by taking a look at a channel that I am collaborating with. Okay, so this is the Crypto Lifestyle. This is Francis, Mr. 100X. So he's been YouTubing for the last 3-4 years, maybe even longer. And essentially, he does ICOs or IDOs. He gets into pre-sales before the coin actually launches. Now, let me just explain why this is so important, especially in crypto. So in the legacy financial world, in the legacy financial markets, the big, bankers, the Wall Street guys, whoever, the suits, like I wear a suit, but like I'm one of you guys. Trust me on that, all right? I don't come from much. I have very humble beginnings. And I'm for the people 1000%. Power to the people all day long. But we come from a world that is pretty corrupt, and they don't want people, the normal everyday people to eat, to get their fair share of the pie. So crypto changed that. So Francis has been doing ICO since 2017. And back then, in the last bull run, a project would go to a big bank or, a big institution and ask for money, like a venture capital investment, and they would laugh at the crypto project, like say, get out of here, we're not going to invest in that. So what did the crypto projects do? They went to the people. They asked the people for money, and the people supported them. Okay? So Francis is essentially one of the main people in the ICO space that only wants to see the community and everyday people succeed and get their fair share of the pie. Now we're in 2021. And the big banks and institutions realize that crypto is the real deal. So now these people, they want to keep it all for themselves. So now we're seeing projects ignore the people altogether and go right to the big banks and then, the big institutions, all the suits. Projects are going right to these guys, skipping over the little guys like us. And essentially, Francis is here to preserve the fact that cryptocurrency is for the people. He is making sure that the ICOs get fairly distributed and everybody has an equal opportunity to get in them. Because these crypto projects, they were getting laughed at 4 years ago, last bull run, when they asked for money. Now the big banks are throwing money at them, because they realize, wow, we can multiply our money very quickly doing this. So of course they want to get in on the action and keep it all for themselves. So anyway, guys, I'm collaborating with the Crypto Lifestyle. Go ahead and subscribe to his channel. He is the real deal. And we're putting out content over there pretty much every day now. We have some awesome YouTubers on the channel covering amazing projects. Shout out to Francis for giving us this opportunity to present ourselves to his audience, because he has literally one of the most loyal and engaged communities in crypto. So definitely subscribe to Francis's channel, become a part of the Crypto Lifestyle community. You won't regret it. Literally the most engaged, loyal community in crypto that I've seen, only because Francis is the realest. And yeah, he has some amazing things. I don't even know too much about it. I know a little bit, but he has some amazing things planned for his entire ecosystem. So you definitely want to become a part of it. And yeah, guys, cryptocurrency is a revolution for the people. And we got people like Francis doing the work to make sure that stays like that. Let's see. Paulo is here. What's going on, Paulo? Saying I'm with you guys. Don't sound good, by the way. Okay, that's fine. whatever you want to think, bro. I'm not going to force you to think anyway. I'm just being me, presenting myself live to you. You can come to your own conclusions, brother. Francis is a legend. Yup. Let's go. All right, so let's take a look at the charts right now, guys. So Bitcoin is still trading at $50,000. and we are going sideways. So let's take a look at the 4-hour. We're forming a bit of a triangle. Now this has to break. This is either going to break up or down, okay? Now, look, guys, we're creating lower lows over here. We have this low, and then we have this low. All right, so this is bearish, all right? It wouldn't make sense for this chart pattern to go downward because we're making lower lows. So with that being said, we have to stay cautious, okay? We don't know what is to come next. If we take a measured move from the top of this triangle, from the bottom to the top, so if we were to break down, that would take us to about the $46,000 price level. Now, this would be very bearish in the short term for the entire market, most likely. The whole market would probably experience a pullback like we've been seeing. When Bitcoin does drop, the rest of the market does follow. So be careful about that. If we were to see a break to the upside, it would take us to about $53,000. Oh, no, I got to switch scenes. Oh, shit, my bad, guys. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, sorry about that. I'm just doing all my technical analysis while you guys are looking at my face. Okay, anyway, let me just restart all that. I need to get my hotkeys down for the live so I can just do it all on the keyboard. Anyway, we're making lower lows. We have one low here. We made this lower low at $47,000. So this is bearish. And we are now in this symmetrical triangle chart pattern. And usually this continues in the direction of the trend. So you would expect a break to the downside. Where might we go if we do break to the downside? Well, we can take a measured move. Do that by drawing a trend line from the start of the triangle to the top. And if we were to break to the downside, that would take us to about, $46,000. And like I said, this would be a very bearish scenario. If we were to break to the upside, it would take us to about 53.3K. So we'll see what happens. We're not out of the woods yet. We're making lower lows on Bitcoin. This right here is a lot on the chart. This is a lot of resistance to break through. I'll make that red for a supply zone. So yeah, guys, we're not out of the woods yet with Bitcoin. It's a choppy market right now. So in choppy markets, it's usually best to not force any trades. Now, there are still a lot of opportunities. We're going to be scanning through a lot of charts today in just a little bit. There are opportunities out there, but for the most part, you don't want to be forcing any trades when we are in these very choppy conditions. We want to wait for the market to be clear to us in which direction it is going. Because trading, guys, we're going to get into portfolio allocation as well. I'm going to talk a little bit about that. But with trading, you only want to have about 5% of your total portfolio trading. Okay, you want to have most of it just holding, because despite what anybody might tell you, holding your crypto is going to generate the most returns for you in the long term. I've gotten chopped up trading. I made money trading, but I would have made more just holding. Okay, and anybody will tell you the same. If somebody tells you otherwise, they're either one, an anomaly, and they're very, very good at what they do, which is awesome, or two, they're just not being straight up with you. So you guys know me. I only keep it real on here. So yeah, guys, holding is, you should have most of your portfolio. I'd say about 90 to 95%, where you don't really touch it. You just let it do its thing. You sit on your hands and you wait for the end of the bull market to sell. That is the foolproof strategy to succeed in crypto. You don't have to pay any money for that. You don't need to go read any books. It's simple. Pick strong fundamental projects and wait for them to play out. Okay, but Ethereum is leading the market. Ethereum is really, just saving us right now. It's holding very strong. As you can see, we're pumping a bit. We're in an area of resistance for sure. We got a lot going on in the chart, just looking at all this. So we'll see if we have a little bit of a pullback here. But for Ethereum, if we were to have a breakout to the upside, because this is a bit of a, let me just draw this out. This is looking like we might have a breakout here. Now, I would draw it from here. I would ignore this breakout over here because it didn't hold. It was a fake out, right? We broke out of the range and then we quickly dropped back to the bottom of it. So I would call this a fake out. I would put the trend line right through there. So yeah, it's looking like we may break out here. If we break out to the upside, that would be epic for Ethereum as well as the entire market. We might be headed to about $2,800 if we do break out to the upside. So have your eyes on ETH. ETH is looking very strong. It's been leading the market the past few days. So yeah, it'd be very, very good for the market if we saw Ethereum break out. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Let's go. Ormius ECO, what do you think about it? We're going to take a look. We're going to do Q&A at the end. I'll get to the ECO. Let me write that down so actually I remember to cover ECO. Let's see what's going on. Can you make it so we can see the screen, please? Yes, sorry about that. I don't see chart. We fixed that. Okay, all good. Holding builds wealth. Yes, Jacqueline, holding does build wealth. Dre, muscle. Let's get it, bruh. Salute from Turkey. Let's hit the like button. Absolutely. Smash the like button right now. We got 31 viewers and only 8 likes. Guys, come on. Smash that like button. Make some noise for the algorithm. Let everybody know what is up. Okay? All right, moving on. So Plan B speculates that BTC price fall doesn't mean the end. So Plan B is the guy who created the infamous stock to flow model. And this chart, this analysis, is essentially used by everybody nowadays. Everybody uses the stock to flow to do their forecasts for their Bitcoin price predictions. So we're going to take a look at this image from Plan B, and he's essentially saying that nothing is going straight up, and this looks like the midway dip that we also saw in 2013 and 2017, highlighted here with this orange circle on the chart. So I said this many times on this channel. In 2016 and 2017, with that bull market, we saw 30 to 40% corrections. So this correction that we're seeing isn't anything, unordinary. It's pretty typical, actually, for a bull market. Nothing goes straight up. So there's a lot of fear and panic in the air. That, to me, is a buy signal. Like, I'm not a financial advisor, but when we see fear and panic in the air, that's usually a good time to enter in and buy. So, not financial advice, but opportunities like this are rare to present themselves. Usually people tend to wait for the huge green candles to start buying their altcoins. They get scared when price starts to drop. That's when we should be buying. And then they get emotional and feel FOMO when it starts to pump. So then they enter there and they get a much worse entry price. So use Plan B's advice. This is pretty normal, pretty typical. Look at this as an opportunity. Moving on, we have discovering financial literacy. Crypto leads retail investment charge. So this article was very interesting because it's talking about how essentially, what's going on with my screen right here? Very interesting. Looks like my screen is bugging out. I'm not sure what this is. I think it's because of, I don't know. It's only that window. All right, we're not going to look. We're going to X that out. We're not even going to look at that. But that article is very interesting because it was talking about how like governments in Thailand are banning people from accessing crypto, and as well as like Hong Kong, I believe, as well. Essentially, like they want to make it so you have to have a certain level of wealth to invest in crypto, which is the complete opposite of what cryptocurrency is all about. So be careful about that. They're saying, only invest if you're financially literate, but they don't teach that in school. You have to go and learn that yourself, which is why I really highly suggest that you put in the work and you learn technical analysis, you learn how to read charts, you do the work so that you can capitalize on an opportunity when it does present itself. Another thing, Tether gets Coinbase's seal of approval. So Tether was, a main talking point of the mainstream media that crypto is a scam, a Ponzi. Oh, they just make money out of thin air. It's not real. The value isn't backed by anything. It's all complete BS. Tether proved them wrong in court. They won the case. And now Coinbase, which is now a publicly traded company in the United States, the New York Stock Exchange, is going to be listing Tether, and you're going to be able to trade with Tether on Coinbase. So these people bend and flop like nothing, like no tomorrow. They're constantly changing their opinion. They use the media as, a weapon to try to control. Be careful about what you read. Always make sure your information is credible. And now we have Coinbase listing Tether, which obviously had to happen. USDC holds the same value. One USDC is worth the same as one Tether, but Tether was there first, and it is used more widely around the entire globe. So, yeah, guys, the U.S. needs to chill and just kind of let things unfold, let innovation happen with cryptocurrency. It's really a joke, if I'm going to be real with you. But it's very good news now that Tether is going to be added on Coinbase. Very, very good news. Let's go, Connor. Yes, let's go. Any courses you recommend to get up to speed with crypto trading fast? I mean, courses, you can go ahead and you need to do it yourself. The only way to learn is yes, courses are good, but you need to practice yourself. I mean, I have some educational YouTube videos about trading. Go ahead and watch those. I don't know any crypto trading courses that I could recommend. I haven't taken any crypto trading courses. I learned how to trade 4 years ago, and I applied that knowledge into trading crypto. And technical analysis is technical analysis. It doesn't matter what asset you're looking at. But I would just say get comfortable. Just open up a TradingView, a free account, do your own charting, place a trade on an exchange when you feel good about it, and go from there. Could you make a lot for trading in something you're holding? As in, when it peaks, you sell what you're holding for. When it drops, you buy it again, but more of it. Would you get more of that than just holding? So, crypto person, that is a strategy that essentially, it's very tough, okay? Nobody knows, nobody can time the market. Nobody knows when it's going to drop and when it's going to pump. So that can work in the short term. You can get a few, hits where you sell at the top and then end up buying back lower. That can work a few times, but more than likely you're going to end up getting burnt. You're going to end up really getting wrecked when you try to do that, because you're going to sell and the market's going to pump and you're going to miss out on a lot of opportunities. Cake is destroying everything in Solana. Yes, they are. Best alt to buy ATM. We're going to hop into the charts in just 1 second. You're rubbing off on me, boss. Been all over ETH this morning. Yes, sir. ETH is pumping. I suggest you watch Jewel D Coin. I have a Jewel D video on the channel. I actually sold my Jewel D at 21 cents a few months ago, or a few weeks ago. I announced that in the Telegram. May look to scoop some back up. We'll see. Do you know anything about VeChain? Yes, I know a lot about VeChain, supply chain on the blockchain. I have 2 videos about VeChain on the channel right now, and we're going to hop in the VeChain charts. All right, everybody's looking for charts. Lots of waiting for the course. Be on the lookout for that. I mean, I want to make it perfect. I'm a perfectionist, guys. So I know it's taking forever, but yeah, it'll be out shortly. All right, let's take a look at, first of all, Cake. Cake is pumping, guys. Cake is something that I am just doing DeFi with. I'm not really buying or selling actively. I added a pretty decent amount to my position a few weeks ago when it was like 21 bucks. But, this is something that I'm just letting PancakeSwap do its thing and generate yield. So we're breaking out right now. We are at new all-time highs. Now let's see where we might be headed. So I'm going to take this swing high and bring it to this swing low. So $33.8 is the first target. And then we have $37 and $43. This is going to be $50 in no time at all. PancakeSwap did just come out with version 2, which is improving upon version 1. So we just saw this breakout out of this range here. We can see we had horizontal resistance up here. We weren't breaking through it. We had wicks through it, but now we broke out and we are off to the races. So yeah, guys, I would expect that first fib level to hold. Now, fib is always subjective. You can take it from this high to this low, right? And you can get these levels on the chart, or you can go ahead and take it to this high to this low, right? You're just grabbing swing highs and attaching them to swing lows. And you can see it's about the same. Before we had 33.7, here we have 33.9. Pretty much the same exact price levels. So yeah, guys, the fib is subjective. You just need to attach it from highs to lows that match with each other, and you will get Fibonacci extension and retracement levels. It's that simple. So yeah, $34 is the first price target for Cake. Guys, you should be using PancakeSwap to generate yield. You don't want to be you should have multiple sources of income, right? Anybody who tells you otherwise, like only trade, like no, you should have multiple sources of income. Stake your Cake, earn more Cake while you do nothing. All right, that is like a foolproof strategy. If you want to learn how to do that, definitely go ahead and watch my video tutorial on PancakeSwap. Let's take a look at Monero. So I've been talking about privacy coins for a few weeks now. Before everybody was talking about privacy coins, coincidentally enough. Pirate Chain did very well for us. I got it in just around $3, like $3 and change. So I'm up a decent amount. Pirate Chain did pull back. It's like $9. Still at over a 3x for myself and a lot of my community members that did jump on it. And I think it's only getting started for real. But yeah, Monero is the other privacy coin that needs to be on your radar. Monero is the original privacy coin. And let's see what's going on here. First of all, I mean, this is screaming at me. We have a very large W pattern. Okay, super, super bullish. And how we know that's a good pattern is we take the fib and we take it from the high to the low. And we can see that the 78.6 would have been the sniper entry for this opportunity. We did make a lower low than this low. However, I wouldn't count that. I would count this as the main low, and then we made this W on the 4-hour. Very bullish chart. Monero, guys, I've been saying it for months. It will be like over $1,000 relatively shortly in the midterm, a few weeks to a few months. After the market picks back up, everything is going to fly very hard, guys. And Monero has a real world use case. You need privacy. Nobody should know exactly how much money you have and what you're doing with it, like they can with Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin, the privacy technology is all gone. People can track exactly what you do with Bitcoin. So yeah, Monero, Pirate Chain, look into it. I'm not a financial advisor, but yeah, it should definitely be on your radar. What's going on in chat? Win strategy, please. Win strategy. If you want real crypto knowledge, guys, join us in this Telegram. Good people. Yes, join me in the Telegram, guys. A very active, engaged community in there. Definitely go ahead and join that group. Win. All right, we got a number of requests for Win. Let's take a look at WinK. So Win is an NFT project, and it's been swinging around. So we had a huge explosive pump, and I always usually do advise. So this is from March 31st. We pumped about 655%. So yeah, after we pump like this, I always do advise to wait for it to cool off. Now this is just beautiful consolidation. And then we dropped from the all-time high after we pumped. What is this, like a 70% drop? 76, 77%. So this is, for if you want an opportunity, what I would do personally is I would wait for a pullback to this level of demand. We have a rally-based rally zone. I'll draw this out right here. Let me make that green for a demand zone. I would take my fib. I would take it from the high to the low, and I would go long at the 61.8 retracement. That would be my strategy for Win, not financial advice. Look how we have multiple confluences. We have this solid zone. We have the 61.8 fib retracement. I mean, this does look like a flag, right? We pumped and we're going horizontal, downward sloping. I would draw it something like this. But I would wait for that pullback to that fib level. Actually, it's more of actually a descending triangle, which is a bearish chart pattern, right? We have this horizontal resistance at the bottom. We'll see what happens, guys. But again, that golden ratio, golden pocket is looking like a good entry. What do you think about ponds? Very bullish on ponds. I put a post in my Telegram saying how it was literally at the bottom and we pumped. So I did scoop some up last night, and yeah, it was about 12 cents when I posted it saying it's at the bottom. It could go lower, but look, guys, we did create a little bit of a W here, right? This is what we want. This is a trend reversal signal. We drop down really hard. We pump a little bit, then we retrace, but we don't make a lower low. We make a higher low. This is a W chart pattern. This is a reversal signal. So yeah, pond, guys, congrats if you did go ahead and get in it when I called it out last night. Yeah, this is one of these coins that is going to be over $1. There's no doubt about it. Right now is the calm before the storm. Use this opportunity in the markets to position yourself. Let's go to a daily chart for pond. So yeah, guys, whenever we drop, we're in a bull market. So whenever we're in a bull market and we drop below like the original lows on the chart from over here, that is usually a good opportunity to go long. All right. There's obviously a chance we keep on heading down, right? But pond actually has some value. It's a strong altcoin. It's on Binance. And yeah, when we drop below these levels, that is like screaming at you like, hey, look at ponds, could be a good entry. We have to the all-time high in this chart, we have 118%. So yeah, definitely should be on your radar. It's up 20% today. Yeah, pond is a good one. ORN. Yes, we'll look at ORN right now. ORN. Let's see what's going on with ORN. All right. So cooling off clearly after a huge explosive pump. This is a daily chart. And it looks like we are in a little bit of a demand zone. We didn't break it yet, but we'll see if we have a reversal out of here. We have this hammer candle here, which is pretty bullish. Getting bought up. And look how we have these long wicks down over here. So if we do end up going lower, this would be your next zone over here at the $6.80 level. Let's see how much we have retraced with this pump. So I'm going to take it from the high, and I take this down to this low over here. So right now we are right at the 78.6 level, and we are in a demand zone, like I said. We'll see if we have a reversal. What I would do is I would wait for a W for an entry on ORN, right? I would wait for a pump, something like this. I would wait for it to pump up. We might see some resistance here at the golden pocket. And then I would go ahead and buy the pullback, which would again be that W, and set your stop loss below the low and see what happens, right? Don't risk too much on a trade like this. Like I said, the real money is made really just buying and holding. Don't get too confused by trading. But yeah, ORN, guys, we are down, let me see, 66% from the high. So yeah, this is an opportunity. Whenever we're down 66% from the high in a bull market, that is a great opportunity to go long. This chart is very interesting. Just a pump and then just a sell off, right? Huge profit taking, people redistributing their profits into other altcoins so they can be more diversified and capture other opportunities. That's a strategy, right? Whenever a coin pumps hundreds of percent, you get those 2-3x's. I usually do sell half of my position after a 2 or 3x. Right, whenever I do decide to look at the chart and see that it pumped like that, I'll sell half of my position, I'll keep that 50%, and I'll let that ride out, and I'll sell the next one on the double. So that is what a lot of people do as well, right? It pumps hundreds of percent, you sell half, huge profit taking here, we're down 66%, and it's looking like it might be a good entry. All right, let's see what else is going on. What do you think about Pond, TRTL, and Rose 2? Yes, Rose is a good one. I like Rose. Do you have a half-time job, if you don't mind me asking? Or full-time? Yeah, follow me on Instagram. You can find more about me personally. I'm an agent. I'm a real estate agent. I get people to their dream houses, and I sell people's houses. Good time. Win for the win. WRX. Let's take a look at WRX. WRX. All right, so we dropped right in this demand zone. The alts are all pretty much looking the same across the board, right? Huge pumps, sell-offs. So the next leg up, right? Everything moves in impulse waves. So I would call this the first impulse wave, right? Then we consolidate for a while. We drop down to a level on the chart where the buyers step in. Then we have our next impulse wave up. So this is pretty much the main theme across the board for altcoins. WRX is a good one as well. I don't know too much about the fundamentals, but I know that I have some friends who have shilled it to me before. I never took any action on it. But looking at a retracement, I would take this down to the bottom over here. I don't have to be too precise with it. So yeah, we didn't nick the 78.6, but we did nick this demand zone. I think this is probably going to drop down into the zone. I would put some buy orders over here at the $1.90 level. And let's see where we might be headed after we do break out of this high, right? We take our extension from the high to the low. And we are at $9.69 for the first level, $11.50, and then $14.50. So I can't guarantee it, but I do think these targets will get hit this bull run. I would not be surprised. You just have to be patient with these altcoins. Bitcoin leads the market. Obviously, ETH is taking charge right now, but Bitcoin is the king. Bitcoin is trading sideways. It's choppy. It's uncertain. So be careful, right? You don't want to get chopped up trying to hit a home run in altcoins when Bitcoin is going sideways. So just be patient. If you do enter into one of these altcoin positions, know it's not going to instantly pump overnight. It could. Of course it could. Anything can happen. But more likely than not, you're going to have to be waiting weeks to months to see the returns that you want for your alts. What was your worst mistake in crypto? Good question. My worst mistake was buying 3 Bitcoin Cash with Bitcoin, and that was at the time that Bitcoin Cash was 3 million Satoshis per Bitcoin Cash, right? So I paid 3 million. I paid 9 million Sats for 3 Bitcoin Cash, and then it just bled out for like the last 6 months. I ended up taking a loss on it. I was like, yeah, I sold the Bitcoin Cash for like 1 million Satoshis each again, and I put that in other altcoins. But yeah, that was one of my recent biggest mistakes, was buying Bitcoin Cash with Bitcoin, and then just seeing the Satoshi value drop like a rock after I bought it for months and months and months. QCOIN. Let's take a look at QCOIN. KCS. QCOIN's going to be huge. QCOIN's going to have their own, DeFi ecosystem. It's going to be just like Binance, and there's room for competition. So QCOIN, this order block is holding strong. We did see some dips to $9 many times. This is still in the buy zone. I mean, QCOIN under $12. This is gonna pull like a Binance coin. You guys have to realize that. For QCOIN, let's go to a 4 hour so we can take a little bit of a better look. So we broke beneath this trend line. We had some members asking in the group thinking QCOIN was going to pump, but I called out this M pattern and it did play out, right? We made a lower high. We had this high here. We made a lower high. That's bearish, all right? So don't get too emotional. Look at what the charts are telling you. If we're making lower highs and lower lows, well, then be cautious, okay? We broke beneath this trend line. Now let's extend this trend line right. By the way, trend line video will be out on the channel shortly. Definitely subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed so you don't miss out on that trendline video. So we will probably use this trend line as an area of resistance on the charts. We already kind of are. We have these supply zones up here, or this one supply zone, and it held nicely for QCOIN, right? It couldn't break through it. We had another drop down into the demand zone. So we're just playing ping pong between supply and demand zone right now. Consolidation, I would call this. And if you're looking to buy, I would buy around the bottom of the consolidation at around the $10. I mean, long-term speaking, this price is cheap as dirt for QCOIN, right? QCOIN isn't going anywhere. They're only growing. And their token, you can earn a lot of yield by holding QCOIN in your QCOIN account. We have Coin McDog Legend. He is very adamant about QCOIN, and he has a lot of strategies to make a lot of money passively with QCOIN. So definitely hop into the Telegram group and ask Coin McDog his strategy for QCOIN, KCS. That guy is on it, and he just loves helping everybody out. He loves making gains. Very good member of the community to have around. Shout out to you, Coin McDog. Doc, WinX, Vet. Let's see some VeChain, boss. I believe I messed up selling, but I can still buy back in. All right, let's take a look at VeChain. Then we're going to look at XRP. VeChain, what's going on with you? So let's see how low it did drop. Yeah, so it dropped down to 17. Some people were going long VeChain yesterday, and they put a really tight stop loss in. And I was like, that does not look like a good trade. That is they put their stop loss 17.5 cents. It's too close of a margin. You don't want to open up like a 10x leverage trade with a tight stop loss. It can work out for you, but it didn't look good. I'm in some groups and I was like, that's a horrible trade. We did make a W though. Not a great W, but it is a lower high, or a higher low, I should say. If we look at the retracement, we did go, so we broke beneath the 0.382. VeChain, you got to be patient with. We're consolidating. So recently, when I've seen this consolidation pattern, I saw this with Luna. Well, Luna's pumping today, but I was saying Luna was going to pump a few weeks ago and it just kept on dropping. I was wrong with that one. But when we see it drop and then rise and consolidate, I could be wrong, definitely, but I think we might see another pullback for VeChain. I hope I'm wrong personally, but this chart, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. It doesn't look great. I mean, we have these areas up here. We have to break through this resistance at the 20 cents. I mean, look, VeChain is one of my bigger bags. I hold a lot of it. I haven't bought any in a while. I bought it over a year ago, and I'm just chilling with it. So I'm not actively looking to, buy or sell my VeChain like a trade. But it doesn't look, we pumped. We're going sideways. Yeah, don't rush anything with VeChain. If you want to buy it spot and hold, you're going to make money. There's no doubt about it in the long term, but yeah, this chart really it's saying consolidation to me. We could just see an absolute Chad pump out of nowhere and just, rush to this target at 34 cents. I would like to see that, no doubt about it, but this is looking like it wants to consolidate for more and maybe even drop back down here to the lower end of the range, or honestly, this level of support where both these candle bodies closed. This is a strong level of support at the chart at 15.916 cents. So yeah, that's my outlook on VeChain right now. And XRP, we had a lot of requests for XRP. Let's take a look at that as well. So XRP got slapped with like a harassment lawsuit or something from the SEC. Doesn't make any sense. I mean, I don't even know what's going on. the legal system, kind of a joke. And so yeah, we dropped back down into this range that we were in the beginning of April at about $1 to 90 cents. So we dropped back down in here, and now we're using this former resistance as now support. Support resistance flip. That's very bullish. And I'm going to go ahead and extend this trend line. So for trend lines, you just want to make it connect to candle wicks, candle bodies. So we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 8, 9, 10 touches on this trend line. And it's looking like we may be breaking out. So this could be an opportunity right here. If we do break out, and then I would look to purchase the retest. I have this demand zone highlighted. Would make sense we break out, we retest, and we would go higher. But XRP, guys, is like super kind of manipulated. One person on Twitter that you guys need to follow is Ambessa. This dude is like a beast when it comes to charting. And he gives a lot of good tips. Follow Ambessa. He's the XRP master. Let's see what he's saying. XRP all-time highs inevitable 16 minutes ago. Okay, so Ambessa is bullish on XRP. That means I should probably be bullish on XRP too. Yes, I do think XRP will be breaking the all-time high. It's just a matter of when, not if. But yeah, it's looking like we might be breaking out of this triangle. We will have to get through these levels over here on the chart, right? We need to get through this resistance. But XRP, guys, it doesn't really care about resistance when it pumps. It literally just goes straight up. It melts through everything. So XRP at $1.13, yeah, I mean, it will break its all-time high. So not bad. Not bad for XRP. What's going on? KCS chart entry point, going back to Luna. What do you think of it now? All right, let's take a look at Luna. I did say we were going to look at that. All right, we're getting about R at 11.9. I should learn how to enter the market in a better way. Hey, I mean, look, long term, $11, $12 for R, like, you'll be all right. I wouldn't stress. But I feel you. I feel you when you buy something and it drops down lower. We've all been there. Okay, so Luna, guys. Luna is finally moving for us. So yeah, this is what I meant when I was saying, you know, with the other chart, how it drops, it consolidates, it drops down lower. I remember over here I was calling out in the group, like, guys, Luna's looking good. It ended up rolling over and dropping lower. So look, I'm wrong some of the time. I don't get everything right. Nobody's right 100% of the time. But Luna did just break through. This is looking super good, actually. Luna broke through this chart level, this white line on the chart. Very strong area of resistance. We broke right through it. So let's hold this level, right? I think we can hold this level for sure. If you're looking to buy some, I mean, a pullback is usually a pretty common occurrence to the level of support now before we move higher. But yeah, Luna is like such a strong project. So many big institutional backers. So they are pretty much a stablecoin protocol. They have UST, Terra Money. And it will probably like take over DeFi, in my opinion. Every exchange will use UST as well as, you know, Tether USDC. Every exchange is going to have UST as well. Luna is essentially used to create the UST, right? You burn Luna and you get UST back. And it's this very kind of intricate system of constantly moving ebbs and flows to make sure everything's at equilibrium. And Luna is a scarce asset. If you look at the tokenomics of Luna, I have DDIM. Up here. We'll talk about DDIM in a second. But yeah, guys, Luna, such a good project. I own a nice amount of Luna. So we have a circulating supply of almost 1 billion, 956 mil Luna. And yeah, it gets burnt. It's scarce. And it's going to lead DeFi. It's going to be a main component in DeFi and every single exchange, every single protocol. They have their own ecosystem. Look into MER if you don't already know about MER. But yeah, Luna, we need to get through this level of resistance. I mean, yeah, it looks so good. If we're looking for a profit target when we do break the high, what we would do is we would take the high to the low. This high will be broken. got to be patient for it, but there's no doubt. And our first level is $29, $33, and then $39. And personally, I think that's being conservative. Look, we're going to hit these levels. We're probably going to retrace a little bit. So these are good levels for taking profit. But longer term speaking, Luna will be hundreds to thousands of dollars. Not financial advice. But Luna is a very strong coin that definitely needs to be on your radar. And yeah, we're starting to pump now. So if we analyze what actually happened, we had a huge drop down. If you guys watch my supply and demand videos, you know that the huge drop down, right, a pump up, and then the retest is how you trade patterns like this. So we had the huge drop down, we pumped up. If we take the high of the pump to the low, we can see we did end up dropping down to the 78.6. And the 78.6 and the 88.6 are your entries when we see the big move down, pump up, retrace. The 78.6 and the 88.6 is where you go long. I wasn't paying too much attention to this, so I didn't call it out as it happened, but looking back, we can analyze it and use it as a lesson, and that is what happened here. So, yeah, Luna looking very good. I just want to see. Okay, so yes, $21, $23. So, yeah, this supply zone up here, this yellow box at the all-time high, it's going to definitely act as resistance, so we need to break through that. Moving on, Acash, AKT, doc review. When you say in our group, what is the group? That is my free Telegram group. All you got to do is hit the link in the description and you get instant access to that group. Doc review. According to you, which alt is the best to buy now? Doc review, please. Cardano is like a stable coin, so boring. Crypto person Telegram group. How do you feel? You look tired. Look, I've been grinding. I haven't been sleeping much either. I'll be real with you guys. Can you chart ZIL? Yes, we'll chart ZIL. Okay, a lot of requests. Let's look at Zilica. Wow, this is low, huh? 15 cents. We did break the all-time high. We made a new all-time high at 25 cents. And we retraced 53% on Zilica. So where do we retrace to? This area on the chart over here, former consolidation, demand zone, dropped right into it. Yeah, so I would look for a pump up and then the retrace like we saw in the other alts. If we were to, we got to drop this down to a 4 hour. So it does look like we want to go higher, but we didn't break this high. Let me zoom in really close so we have a better look. So now we are in this range here for Zilica. Right, let's see if we bounce around here more. If we drop down lower into the zone, that is your opportunity to go long, right? If we drop down here to the 12 cents again, or even the 13.2, 14 cents, I would say that is your longing opportunity. Take that opportunity when it does come about. If we do end up breaking out of this consolidation range between these two yellow lines, first area we're going to look at is this drop, basing, and then drop again. And we can see with this wick, we did touch this higher supply zone. I'll draw this out for you right here. So there's a lot going on with Zilica. All these coins, we have to be patient right now. Bitcoin is just going sideways. It's not ideal market conditions at this point in time. And best altcoin to buy, look, everything is on sale right now for the most part. You need to understand that your picks need to come from fundamentally strong projects that you believe in. So look, VeChain, Zilica, RSR as well, like RSR 7.5 cents. Guys, I firmly believe this is going to be $1 at least per coin. So that's a great coin to buy. I mean, it's hard to get it wrong right now. Obviously, that's easy for me to say, but everything is down. We are in a bull market. Chainlink's $33. It's easily going to be over $100 per coin. So lots of opportunities everywhere. Crypto Empire Forum. Yes. Can you check Eco? Okay. Let's take a look at Eco and then Kusama. Let's find out what Eco is first of all. Eco. I have no idea what it is. Open source, permissionless, censorship resistant protocol built to power safe and responsible innovation with DeFi. Okay. Interesting. My computer's bugging because of the live stream software. It's a lot. Need more RAM. 16 gigs RAM isn't cutting it. It's crazy. All right, I'm lagging right now, guys. Just bear with me. We might have to actually cut my. I'm getting the overheat. I'm using a Sony a64,000 with the Delgado cam link, and my camera is currently saying it is overheating. Just a fair warning. If I drop out of nowhere, it is because. Actually, you know what? We're just gonna switch. We're gonna switch right now. We gotta switch cameras, guys. There we go. Yeah, we switched cameras. All right. Let me know if you guys can see. Let me know in chat right now if you guys can see me still. YouTube is not receiving the video to remain smooth streaming. Just bear with me, guys. We're going through a little bit of technical difficulties. Do you ever think you will hit a level of financial stability to just do trading? Of course, guys, of course. But I don't personally, I don't want to sit in front of my computer all day and just trade. Like, I need to go and be active and move. Like, I hate sitting inside all day personally. Doc. All right. Let's bend to the people. What's going on with Doc? What's going on with Doc? Oh, I see what's happening. 1 second, guys. My computer isn't charging. That's why I'm lagging so hard. Hopefully that sorts it out. So Doc, let's take a look on the daily. Okay, so we made a lower low. Be careful about that for sure. Okay, perfect. We're charging now. We should be good. Sorry about that technical difficulty, guys. Can I see? All right, we can see. Perfect. Sorry about that, guys. Anchor, a goodbye. We'll take a look at that in a second. Doc, we made this lower low, but it's just a wick down. The bodies didn't close beneath, but we did make that lower low, so be careful about that. Yeah, this is kind of just going sideways. I would draw it like this. We're in a pretty wide range between 14 and 7 cents right now. And we're in the bottom of the range as well. Depending on how well this holds up, if we do break down, this would be your next entry, this zone here. But yeah, we're in the bottom of the range. I always recommend buying the bottom of the range. So yeah, it's looking good for Doc. You know, 7 cents. It was already 18 cents and it pulled back 62%. So you're getting it at a 62% discount from the all-time high currently. So you can't beat that. I don't know too much about Doc and its fundamentals, but the chart, big pump, right? Then we got the wave 2 pullback, big pump. Now this looks like a corrective wave. We will see what happens with Doc. And I would go long at support down here. Hope that helps. ANKR, I can see and hear you perfect. Thank you, Drake. Guys, I'm sorry. I didn't change my scene. My bad. Chart body, we can't see. We cannot see the chart. Sorry about that, guys. Apologies. ANKR. Let's take a look at ANKR. All right, first thing I see, an M, not good. However, we did just drop down into this order block down here, right? Rally-based rally zone looks good. With that being said, I would be looking for, if we drop it down, again, the same thing. We have this big steep move down, pump up. Now we want to buy the pullback. So if we do end up seeing a drop down, I would want to look at First the 61.8, then the 78.6, and then the 88.6. I would recommend scaling in. Put your first entry at the 61.8 golden pocket, then the 78.6, and then as well as the 88.6. Stop loss beneath the wick, and wait for your order to get filled, and then ride that one out. But yeah, all these charts are looking very similar from one another. Pumps, pullbacks. We're gearing up for the next pump again. If there's fear in the air in the market, use this as an opportunity. Position yourself, get into your coins, and let it ride out. What's your graph software? TradingView, crypto person. I use TradingView, but we have a better view. Connor, focus on description. Yes, guys. Yes. Okay. All right. So let's move on to a different topic at hand, and that is decentralized video application. So there's a few. There is AIOZ on the testnet currently. I can see this project doing very well. We need decentralized video protocols. There's no doubt about it. Censorship is rampant. And of course, there is Odyssey Library. Guys, go ahead and follow me on Odyssey. Go ahead and follow me on Library. Currently have 17 followers. Let's bump that up. If you're not subscribed to me on Odyssey, if you don't know about Library, it is pretty awesome. Decentralized video site. My whole YouTube channel is backed up here. It can never be taken down. Definitely go ahead and get on Odyssey and Library if you're not already on it. CHZ. Yes, CHZ, guys. I'm pretty sure this is like a super good opportunity right now with CHZ. Let's take a look at the chart, though. Yeah, 42 cents. It's beautiful. Let's look at a daily. So, yep, this order block still remains here. I've had this demand zone from the 39 to the 31 cents drawn on my chart for like weeks to even months at this point. And it's holding up. It is holding up very well. I have these dotted lines on the chart as areas we need to break through. I mean, we're making lower lows, so it's never good when we see one low here and then we drop down lower again on the chart. Be cautious. However, it isn't a demand zone, right? We're retesting this demand zone. Draw that one next on the chart. So this looks just like BTT, where we had this flag pattern, and then we ended up breaking out to the upside, right? We were going in this flag, and then we broke out, but then we just dropped right back down after the breakout. False breakout. If we look at BTT, it's the same exact scenario. I do hold both BTT and CHZ. I took a pretty big position size on BTT, actually, before this pump. Like down here, this trend line, I use it as an entry. And then I wrote out this pump, but never took any profit on it because I didn't expect the flash crash to happen. I'll be real with you. But yeah, same exact thing as CHZ. Pretty similar chart pattern, right? Explosive, huge pump up. We go sideways, we retrace, we pump, false breakout. We ended up breaking down lower. So on BTT, we drop down here to this level on the charts. If we do see this breakdown, these are coins that, like, BitTorrent is the world's largest file sharing protocol. Who doesn't use BitTorrent? Let's be real. And the fact that this coin will have utility on the protocol and you're going to be able to use it to buy storage, to make your transactions and downloads go through faster, like, BitTorrent it has use. Like, and who doesn't like BitTorrent? Like, you can get anything on there. So yeah, awesome coin, BitTorrent. Big fan of it. Big fan of the protocol. And we're still, let me extend this line right. Always use your trend lines, guys, and extend them right. They serve as very good indicators on the chart. So yeah, we're using this trend line as like support resistance. It's like a magnet for price. It's just sticking with it. So we might see it continue to ride down, but what do you want to do? What does this look like? I know we were talking about CHZ. We're going to look at that in a second. We got sidetracked, but you want to be buying back on the pullback, right? Big, steep move down, pump up, go long on the pullback. Same song and dance, same chart pattern is right there in front of you. Let's see CHZ if it has the same exact thing. Yeah, pretty similar. Not the exact same thing, obviously, but it's pretty similar. But what we can see is we have the huge move down, right? Pump up. We did pull back a decent amount. Let me see. Okay. We did pull back down here to the 38.2. Yeah, it could be the bottom. Could be the bottom for CHZ. Either way, 42 cents is a deal. Like Chili's as well. It's had a real world working product for months now. Like most of these projects in crypto, like they're just ideas. Chili's has a real marketplace. People are buying and selling their fan tokens on Chili's. It has adoption already. It has utility just like BitTorrent. So another very strong project. Do own both Chili's and BitTorrent. Drop down lower. Yeah, this is just consolidation. We got to be patient with these, right? The bull market isn't over. This is something that you need to understand and use it as an opportunity. We're pretty low. We're pretty low compared to where we were, so it looks good. ICX, CHZ is so bullish for the... Yeah, CHZ is so bullish. When a coin you believe in dips, you don't sell at a loss. Absolutely. That's why we hold on to them. Could you have a look at Dia? Connor, if SafeMoon got listed on Binance, what do you foresee it hitting in the near future? That's a good question. I mean, with I've stayed away from SafeMoon. I didn't get involved in any of that. If it does get listed on Binance, I mean, who knows? 1 cent. But I'm staying away from it. I'll take my picks. I'll pick my battles. So Dia, wow, we dropped all the way back down here. I called out this entry actually on March 25th. We're dropping all the way back down to it. Now, delete that. Let's see. In terms of the retracement, we went all the way up here to $5.40, back down to about $3. And notice we are holding the 88.6 here. Over here is where I'm looking, right? We didn't drop beneath this 88.6. 88.6 is my entry point on the chart. So we did pump a little bit. We're still at the bottom though. If we see a drop down beneath $3, guys, deal long-term speaking, definitely easily will be over like $50, I think, towards the end of this bull run. It's an Oracle project, right? We have Chainlink, we have Band, we have other oracles, and we have Dia. We have API 3, another oracle that I really like. API 3 is completely decentralized, very strong project. And so yeah, our oracles will perform very well. Chainlink is the main one, no doubt about it. You got to respect Chainlink, first mover advantage, huge integrations with pretty much every single DeFi project out there. But Dia is one oracle that I do like as well. Yeah, we're at the bottom of this range, guys. Bottoms are for buying. We don't want to be buying tops. Looks good. We didn't break beneath this 88.6, right? If we see another drop down to the 88.6, I would use that as your guide to enter into a position for Dia over here at the $2.90 level. Emer's ecosystem, brothers, project will bring all under one roof. Big money. They have the biggest facility of mining BCC. I have small amount in SafeMoon and made a tidy profit, but yes, it's one of those in and out coins. Yeah, SafeMoon is one of those coins where you got to be in and out. You don't know when it is going to have an insane drop. Let's take a look at SafeMoon. So we got to go to QCOIN. Funny enough, this is where you do your charting on Binance Smart Chain on QCOIN.app. Crazy, huh? What a world we're living in. Only because we're getting requests for SafeMoon. I usually wouldn't cover a topic like this, but hey, we'll take a look. I want to see what's going on personally as well on the charts. SafeMoon. Let's take a look at a 24-hour daily chart. Yeah, look how, like, just come on. Like, look at this wick today. Like, guys, there's people that are holding like trillions of these tokens and they're just ready to dump on you the second you buy it. You have to understand that, right? You have a severe disadvantage by buying one of these coins. There's people holding trillions of these tokens ready to dump on you, on your head. And yeah, we had a huge drop down in SafeMoon today. I'm staying away from it personally. Staying away. Okay, how long have we been streaming for? I have no idea. We've been probably going for a while, about an hour or so. All right, we're gonna look at ICX, Ormus brother. All right, let's take it Ormus. I don't even know what it is, but hey, let's get educated. Okay, number 1603 in the market cap. So small project. Probably nobody knows about it except for who's shouting it out. ABL, shout out to you, my man. Thank you for being in this stream with me, and thank you for putting me onto Ormeus. What even is it? The world's first business-backed blockchain smart economy. So I'm curious to see. Let's see who their website has as backers. I hate that. I hate captchas. We're gonna stay away from this. Okay. Anyway, let's look at the chart. Where can you even buy this coin? Uniswap makes sense. DeFi coin built on Ethereum. So let's see if they have the charting pair for Uniswap. Yep, they do. Perfect. Okay. Interesting chart we're seeing. So this was released in December. We had a huge gap down. We see, like, this is from low liquidity, right? Uniswap is an automated market maker, and there isn't a lot of liquidity for this coin, clearly. And when there's not a lot of liquidity, there's a lot of slippage, which is why we see these huge gaps in the price of these assets. Because, right, when there's on an exchange uses an order book, so there's orders placed like at levels, and then the gaps in between the orders is what the market makers essentially use other people's assets for, to fill the gaps in liquidity. So with Uniswap, when there's low liquidity, charts will look like this, where it's just super choppy and there's a lot of gaps. But we are down significantly from the all-time high. We are down 80% from the all-time high, and it looks like we're in a bit of a range, right? If we do drop lower, I mean, I know nothing about this project, but yeah, we're in this range, and this yellow line is the bottom of the range, and we could drop down lower. I'm not really sure who's backing this project, what interest, what they're doing. It's number 1603 in market cap. So it's very low liquidity, low market cap. Let me take a look again. Okay, so it has a market cap of $1.7 million. So that means if somebody were to pull out, 100 grand, like, that would significantly impact the price, which is why you can get absolutely waxed with these low market cap coins. So if you believe in the project and want to hold on to it, then I would say go all in and do your thing. But you have to understand there is a lot of risk involved when we see a market cap with $1.7 million. Like, that's very, very thin, small market cap. So stay safe. Don't bet anything you're not willing to lose. I could be wrong. This thing could pull 1,000x during this bull run. We will see. What about 1 million NFT? Very interesting project, guys. Very, very interesting project. They did update their website, so we can see the grid now. They are updating. The IDO was the other day. So this is what it's going to look like. You're essentially going to be able to buy a piece of this grid. It'll be down here for the public. But yeah, you're going to be able to buy a piece on this grid, and you're going to be able to paint your picture and put in any link, right? So we'll look at Pools. Pools has their picture here. They have their website link, and it's just pretty much you're buying real estate on a huge advertising block. I mean, it's going to be a community-driven project, so we'll see how it develops. I did cover it on a video on the Crypto Lifestyle. Super interested to see how it plays out. I love the idea of it. I love how, it looks a lot better now that they updated how it's actually going to kind of look. They got Yellow Road, A2 DAO, Pools happy. All of their partners are in the strategic partner spot on the top of the grid. We'll see how this plays out, but I like how they did update it, and you can actually see what's going on better now. Kusama, who is Francis? Francis is Mr. 100X from the Crypto Lifestyle. Check out his channel. Highly recommend you subscribe to his channel as well. He won't let you down. I'll tell you that right now. Okay, Kusama. Kusama is one of those coins that you need to own. Parachains are starting up soon. There's only 10 million Kusama in existence. If you can get your hands on one of those 10 million, well then you got yourself a very scarce asset there. So we're down significantly from the all-time high. There's no doubt this is going to be thousands of dollars. I can see it 10xing from his all-time high at $500, which would put it at like $5,000 per Kusama. I do believe this will be happening. So I mean, the $320 entry, super solid, in a level of demand currently on the charts. Retrace down, 51%. We take this fib from the high down to the low here. right in the middle of the golden pocket of 78.6. Not an exact precise entry, but yeah, Kusama is just like Polkadot. Polkadot's wild cousin, right? I like Kusama. I like Kusama a lot. Check out Yield. So Yield, yeah, I've known about Yield since it started up. 4 years working on the project, just now starting marketing. This month buying Smart Chain and Pancake. Okay, interesting. Interesting. So that's Eco from ABL. Speak on Sigma Dex or Polka X. These are going to be huge Polkadot dexes. I mean, they're in their very early stages right now. You got to understand that. But what they are doing with, you know, their liquidity dumping and their liquidity locking, or their liquidity dumping shields, it's going to totally change the decentralized exchange ecosystem. I am very excited for Sigma Dex and Polka X. Okay. Yield. Yeah, so Yield I've known about. Like, it's decentralized, pretty much, earning interest. Okay, we are down quite a bit. This is versus Ethereum. Let's look at versus. Do they have it versus the dollar? I have it on XDAI and HoneySwap. We're just going to look at it versus Ethereum. And I actually personally like the Ethereum yield chart. So this is telling you that you can get 3,002 yield per one Ethereum. So when we're looking at Uniswap charts, I always like to look at the wrapped ether versus the asset, because that lets you know exactly how much that you can buy for one Ethereum. So it's easier to contextualize by looking at the chart. So this is saying that for one Ethereum, we can get 3,302 yield. All right. When it first came out, you could have gotten yourself 97,000 yield per one Ethereum. So clearly it did go up a lot in value versus Ethereum. You went from being able to get 97K to 3K per one ETH. So, I mean, look, there's whales out there that are holding stacks of this. But regardless, it's a good project. Look at this floor here. This is interesting. These Uniswap projects, like when they're only on Uniswap, you see some interesting things on the chart. Like look at this. This is like a brick wall. Nothing can break beneath this. Wow, that's at 71. Oh my, jeez. This is crazy actually. 3,000 to 71. It doesn't make sense to me. It's negative. Yeah, this chart is kind of bugging me out. Yield, yeah, it's a good project. U.S. residents kind of have a hard time with using that, so that's why I don't use it. Let's go, TCL. Appreciate your videos on this channel, bro. You were great. Appreciate that, Thomas. Thank you very much. AVAX and Coty, if you got time. Should I wait longer for upward trend to grab more? What are you talking about, Mad Basic? Is XRP going to bust? Yeah, XRP is going to definitely break its all-time high sooner rather than later. I know it's still far into the future, but will China's digital yuan be used by China to damage Bitcoin? That's pretty unknown at this point in time. I mean, it's a theater, right? Politics are a theater. I don't really like to talk about politics too much on the channel, but just take everything with a grain of salt. Who knows what's going to happen with that? Yeah, Coty. Hey, just started watching. Did you already talk if we should buy right now or wait? So, Lucas, good question. I think that this is a tremendous buying opportunity. I would say if you do have some dry powder on the sidelines, I'm looking at the wrong camera. Sorry, guys. I got to be looking at this camera. I would say if you do have some dry powder, then you should put some in, as everything is at a massive discount for the most part, and then maybe leave some on the side in case we do end up dropping lower. You can get a better average entry in that case. Beautiful answer. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. AVAX and Coty. All right, let's take a look at AVAX and Coty. I'm going to have to wrap this up soon. We're running over an hour here. I got places to be and people to see today. Let's see what's up for AVAX. $23. Sorry if you guys can hear those text messages coming in. Don't want to bother you guys with that bell. AVAX. I remember looking at this when this first breakout happened, and it just pumped up to like 90. What did it pump to? $60. Yeah. $20 AVAX. AVAX is a smart contract platform, and it's a very good one at that. and its interoperability as well. It has. Yeah, we're dropping low. Let's take a look with the fib. Okay, so we're at the 78.6 of the retracement of this move. 78.6 is our for entering into positions, right? We want to buy at the 78.6, the 88.6, the 61.8. Not a bad entry currently. If we do end up dropping lower, if we retest this range from January, which would be crazy at $15 personally, like what a blessing if we do see that. If we see AVAX go back to $15. But yeah, anything lower than $30 for AVAX is a very good opportunity, in my opinion. AVAX is a strong project, should be on your radar. And we're at the 78.6 right now, so it looks good. And then we'll look at COTI. COTI is another very strong project that is going to perform extremely well this run. Yeah. So as you can see, I do have my zones drawn over here from the 23 to 26 cents. Solid entry down here. I mean, it looks every time we dip into the zone, it gets bought up, right? That's bullish. All right, when the dips are getting bought up, this is an altcoin that is showing strength when a lot of the market is showing weakness. So you want to be looking at the coins that are strong, and COTI is one of them. There's no doubt about it. Again, let's take our fib and see how much we retraced. I would take it down to this low personally. And yeah, we're right at the 78.6 again. All these coins are at the 78.6. It's like yelling at you, like on a silver platter. Like, go ahead and take your pick. They're all at very strong levels to enter into a trade. Super, super bullish on COTI. Really like the project. Another great stream, Connor. Always learning from you. Much love. Hey, Jesse, shout out to you, brother. Thank you for hopping on with me on this stream, my man. Which is the best altcoin to buy right now? Like I said, they're all kind of at the 78.6. Great opportunities. Do more streams. Thank you, Aiden. I will be doing more streams, no doubt about it, brother. Working on a lot of things. Yeah, bro, please don't spam. Charlene, please don't spam. Right now I have AVAX, COTI, GVT, WTC, HAR, QCOIN, ORN, TTK, HBAR. Is this a good portfolio? Yes, I like a lot of those projects. HBAR, COTI, AVAX, QCOIN, ORN. Those are awesome picks. I like that portfolio a lot. If you need to choose one altcoin to buy now, which would it be? All right, so we're going to look at EWT, and then we're going to pick one altcoin to buy right now, and then we're going to wrap this one up. Energy Web Token, Web3 project, in the gutter currently. All right, when we see this, I mean, this has been around longer than this chart is showing. We can only see it on Crack. Yeah, let's look at QCOIN. More data on QCOIN. Let's look at a weekly, just see. Okay, so yeah. Over here in November, December, it was down at $5. I remember these days. I remember looking at these levels. But we are at the bottom of this range, right? We have this demand zone, and then we have these candles closed down here. So I would draw my yellow line on the chart right here. Also coincides the support resistance flip. If we look in the chart, this used to serve as an area of resistance. Now it's an area of support. And we're making higher highs consistently. This is like an ascending channel, right? High, middle, not really a lower low, but higher high, pull back, higher high, pull back, higher high. So yeah, I'm pretty sure there's like a lot of like super big investors in Energy Web Token, like big backers, like kind of like governments and stuff like that, and you know, kind of very powerful people. I was reading a little bit on it. So yeah, we're down here at again, the 78.6, 88.6. These are for buying. Could be wrong. I'm not a financial advisor. If we drop down lower, where we would want to look to buy is we have a rally-based rally. This looks good, right? Down here at the $9 to $8. If we did see a break of this zone, I can't guarantee you anything. There's no such thing as free lunch, but I could see a wick coming down into this zone. So you should have your entries placed, put some bids in this demand zone here at like the $9 level, $9.16. And then if we see a wick down in the middle of the night, one of our group members, Smooth Scope, loves playing these trades where he puts his entries into demand zones in like the middle of the night, because we'll see it just wick down, you get filled, and then it bounces right back up into the area of consolidation. So you can get filled and have a very good entry if you want to be patient and take that approach. It works very well. I do it myself sometimes. You just let the order play out. Okay, so if I had to pick one altcoin, let's look at the market cap for that. One altcoin. I mean, come on. How can you do that to me? Just one. Matic is strong. Just made a video about Matic yesterday. Big fan of Pirate Chain. Just one. Man, seriously, guys, you know what I would pick? I would pick Polkadot. No lie. Just one altcoin. If you could only buy one, I would just buy as much Polkadot as you could possibly buy. This is going to be like the showstopper of this bull run, in my opinion. Once the Polkadot ecosystem is live, this asset is going to be extremely scarce. Everybody's going to want to get their hands on Polkadot. I want to take a look. Let's go to CoinMarketCap. Because CoinMarketCap, you can see the Polkadot ecosystem all in one list. Go over here to Polkadot Eco. Little tip for you guys at home if you wanted to know. So we can see all of the coins in the Polkadot ecosystem. And yeah, Energy Web Token, Ocean, all these are Web3 projects. Track, Origin Trail, D is on here as well. Digo, I know some group members in Digo. Kylin. Yeah, Polkadot. That's my number one altcoin, no doubt. No doubt. Good stream. Thank you, crypto person. Appreciate that. Thanks for the live stream. Hey, shout out to you for being on here. Thoughts on Polygon? I just made a video about it yesterday. Love the project. It's going to do very well. Shailene, mate, you're so rude. Hey, I mean, people are people. It's just how it is. Thanks, man. No problem. It's 12:15 a.m. here, bro. Thanks for the stream. Hey, no problem, brother. Thank you for being here. We're going to wrap it up right now. We've been streaming for over an hour. Thank you, Connor, for everything you do. Hey, thank you for being a part of the community. Appreciate all you guys. I'm glad you guys, I literally hate Dot Thomas. Hey, man, I want to see you do well, bro. You shouldn't hate on the very strong, big projects. I could be wrong. It could do horribly, but I don't think that's going to happen. Around the internet says the AVAX CEO, people think he is BTC creator, as in 2013, he put Karma's first crypto. Satoshi, nobody knows who Satoshi is. For good reason. It's got to stay anonymous. All right, we're going to go ahead and wrap this stream up. Thank you guys all for being here today. It was a pleasure. I had a lot of fun. Join me next week at same time, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on your Sunday. We're going to be doing more live streams throughout the week as well as the regular content that I put out. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Like the stream, comment down below. Join the free Telegram group. I'd love to have you in there. A lot of amazing things in the pipeline for the whole crypto empire community. Definitely go ahead and join the movement. Also, yeah. Guys, this is the dip. I don't think the bull market is over, so use this opportunity as a blessing. Go